But let's get this Q&A started. My name's Travis Martin. I lost over 100 pounds on the program, come off all prescription medications. The program's changed my life. It's helped me with my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and now I feel honored and privileged to get to share with tens of thousands of other people this lifestyle that's helped me lose all this weight and come off prescriptions and just live a happier, more joyful life. And I try every day to tell people this is not about weight loss. This is about being happy, happiness. And if you're overweight and you're on prescription medications and you're happy, I'm happy too. I'm happy too. Nobody can make you do this. You're lovable just the way you are. I don't care if you need to lose 400 pounds. You're lovable. I don't care if you're hooked on crack cocaine. You're lovable. Jesus loves you. But if you feel called to a higher, more quality, a better quality of living in life, you feel there's more for you, and you feel like you're hurting yourself, and you're not honoring God in your temple, then there's a way out of that mess. There's a way out. There's not a way out for it. Some people should just ding, ding, ding. Some people, look, here's God's great commandments. Jesus was asked, tell me which is the great commandments of all the commandments. To love God with all your mind, body, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as you love who? As yourself. You can only love your neighbor and love God. You can only love other people and love God at the capacity you're able to love yourself. And if you love yourself and you don't mind exchanging some quality of life for food addiction and all the pleasure that comes with food addiction, the temporal pleasure, then just love yourself. If somebody's telling you need to lose weight to be lovable, tell them to get to stepping. You're lovable just the way you are. But if you feel like you're not loving yourself the way you should and you're inflicting self-harm and you're tired of suffering, I can help you with that. Does that make sense, everybody? This isn't accept yourself program. This is not a weight loss program. This is a love yourself, accept yourself program. And the things that you can't accept, maybe God's calling you to a higher purpose and you're going to have to make a move. That could be part of the challenge. That could be why you're not as happy as you could be. God is calling you, has chosen you to a higher call and higher purpose, and you've not moved yet. Maybe you need to move. I know a lot of people here that want to help other people, but they have yet to help themselves. If we're going to help other people, who have we got to help first? Ourselves. Have you ever met a coach or a weight loss coach, a dietitian, or a trainer, and they can't even help themselves and they're trying to tell have you ever met a counselor that's trying to counsel other people and they can't even get their own stink off? Y'all know what I mean? It's not a bad thing to have a challenge or have a problem, but we can't help others until we overcome our own problem. Then we can show people the way. God takes the base things, the weak things to confound the wise. In fact, and I'll get to the nutrition in a moment, Jesus Christ, our Savior, our Redeemer, came through what lineage? The best thing that the world has ever known, the creator of all things, nothing seen that wasn't created by him. Jesus Christ, God in the flesh, came through what lineage? The lineage of, the root and the offspring of who? Where's my Bible readers? David. That's right. Through the lineage of David and who? Bathsheba. Bathsheba wasn't even David's wife. Bathsheba was Uriah the Hittite's wife. She was never David's wife. So God even worked through that sinful relationship to create the greatest thing the world has ever known. So wherever you're at in life right now, no matter how cast down you are, this is not stricken you to hurt you. This is not stricken you to hurt you. You're not a bad person. You were allowed to get in this condition so that God might use you and might glorify himself through you as you overcome. That's amazing. if you can't find your why, there's your why right there. To show forth and forward the strength and the power of God. And the greater your problem, I know when I had 100 pounds to lose, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a mountainous problem. It don't matter if it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 pounds. It doesn't matter. The bigger the problem, the bigger our God gets. You just got to make a decision, decide, do, and done, and decide when you're tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what you've got to decide. Any questions for me today? All right, here we go. We're getting it kicked off. Janice Turner, eating a 1 + 2 + 5, can I mix strawberries and mandarin oranges as my fruit? And if so, how much of each? Yes. What we want you to keep that to is if your goal is weight loss with that 1, 2, and 5, Janice, unfortunately, only a quarter a cup. Just kind of eyeball it, a handful. A handful of fruit is going to be about a quarter to a half a cup. So maybe a half a handful. If your goal for that meal is just maintenance, you just want to get through it without setting yourself back, you could go a whole handful of fruit with that 1 and 2. Does that make sense, Janice? 100 calories or less. 100 calories or less with that 1 and 2. Pam Price, that warrior girl. Hashtag warrior girl right there, y'all. I'm telling you, I am a happier person when I'm doing good with Shibboleth and grump when I'm doing like poop. I get mad at myself and everyone else so crazy. Warrior girl right there. Janet, coming over from 11 o'clock, a class here is her question. To burn a holiday weight and frankly to stay in EFB, 2 meal replacements, 1 + 2 for dinner, one struggle is wanting something sweet. All right, let's go through the program for Janice on the Bulletproof Shield end. Watch this. Let's talk about the Bulletproof Shield before we answer her question, because our answers are in the Bulletproof Shield. Why did we call it the Bulletproof Shield? Because if we follow the Bulletproof Shield, we can never go wrong. Okay, we can never go wrong. So number one, help me out. I'll get to the other questions I see there too, but let's start with hers. What is the Bulletproof Shield? What are the rules? Water, journal, combinations, portions, timing, and bless the name of the Lord. Okay, so here's our rules. This is how we have a perfect day. She's got to follow all these rules. They're easy to follow. She's got to follow all these rules to get in efficient fat burning mode and stay there. After 2 days on the program, after 2 perfect days, this is fat. Our metabolism shifts while we're in a calorie deficit and while we're controlling insulin with food combinations, and we begin to liquefy that fat. It begins to dissipate its heat and go away. Okay? Now, she's asking how much food can I have basically. So, portion rule throughout the day. She can have 3 eating episodes per day for optimal results. If she needs more, she can have 1 approved snack in addition to the 3 eating episodes. If she still needs more, she can have freebies. If she has a lot of weight to lose, she will lose weight slow. That means teaching moment, something I really want to put emphasis on. Because I know some of y'all freak out if you're not losing weight fast. If she's got a lot of weight to lose, she will lose weight slow if she has 3 eating episodes a day, 1 approved snack a day, and freebies. If she has only up to 3 eating episodes a day and doesn't have an approved snack and doesn't have freebies and she has a lot of weight to lose, she's going to lose weight fast. Does everybody get that? That's a decision that adults have to make. I can't make it for you. If you feel that 3 eating episodes is not enough, we have to work on your brain before you get closer to your goal. Because when you get close to goal, say 15 to 20 pounds, if you're still having 3 eating episodes a day and a snack a day and a freebie a day, are we going to lose weight when we get close to goal? Nope. You're going to lock it down. You ain't going to be losing no more body fat. You're going to hit a permanent plateau unless you got a lot of weight to lose. So we might as well go on and get used to 3 eating episodes a day. Everybody get that part? I'm going to keep going, Janet. Bear with me. Okay. So if she's wanting to learn to do it right now, she sleeps. How many hours a day do you sleep, Miss Janet? On average. 8 hours. So she's awake 16 hours. She can have up to 3 eating episodes. 3 will go into 16 how many times? 5 times. So she can have an eating episode about every 5 hours throughout the day. Okay? And she's already given me an advantage here. If I was doing this personally with her, working with her personally, she's already told me something I love to hear. She says, I'm fine if I don't eat until noon. Now watch this. For fast fat loss, she can have 3 eating episodes. So at 12, what's the lunch you would like to eat, Janet? That's approved, that you've learned is approved. So she's going to have a category 2 tortilla, turkey wrap. You like pickles? Let's do this. Let's have a turkey wrap. You like fat-free cheese or no fat-free cheese? Cheese. So we put turkey wrap, fat-free cheese, some condiment, and a pickle to fill us up a little bit, a little bulk. What time do you eat dinner, Janet? Roughly. 6 o'clock, we're going to have dinner. What's a whole food combination you could eat for dinner? Like last night, I had pintos, cabbage, and lean ground beef. What's something you like that's approved? Chicken and broccoli. So she's having chicken and broccoli. Can you cook it in MCT oil? Awesome. Chicken and broccoli. Now, when she gets done with that, she wants something sweet. Now, you like the ice cream, right? Have you tried that fat-free Fairlife cookies and cream ice cream? Do you like cookies and cream? There's a bunch of them in the library, but we showed that in the last class. I've been eating that Fairlife cookies and cream. You like it? So after I get done eating my chicken and broccoli, now we got to find an approved ice cream. Have you found any approved ice cream? Which one have you found that you like? Halo Top. So she's going to have a cup of Halo Top, up to 200 calories of Halo Top. Does that sound like a good day, Janet? Turkey wrap, chicken and broccoli, and some Halo Top. Now, if you can stop eating after that and then wait at least 16 hours until you eat the next day. Now the 16-hour thing is not mandatory. But if you do, you're really going to blowtorch some fat. If this is a good day for you, this is an amazing blowtorch the body fat kind of day. Does that make sense? So in this case, her Halo Top is her 3rd eating episode. It doesn't matter that it's an approved snack. This is even better than having another approved meal because it's less calories. Beautiful day. Now, what if she did the following? What if between 12 and 6, she got hungry and she had a handful, watch this, y'all, learning moment, teaching moment, handful of nuts. Is that a snack or a meal? A snack. So here she had 2 meals and a snack, and then after dinner she wanted another snack. This would be 3 eating episodes plus a snack. Is that allowed? Yes, but it's much slower fat loss. That's where the adult decision comes into play. That's where we get to make the decision. Does that help everybody? Beautiful, flexible program. Patricia says, so that is WEE. Can you explain? Patricia, help me with the WEE if you don't mind. Yes, it's 3 eating episodes plus a snack. So she could have any 3 eating episodes during her day, up to 3. She don't have to have 3, but that was just a case study. So she had 2 meals and a snack. That was 3. She's had a perfect day, but she got hungry for ice cream later, craving ice cream later, and she decided to have an approved snack. That's 4 eating episodes, 2 meals, and 2 snacks. That's only going to work for somebody that's got a lot of weight to lose, but it's allowed. Lawful, but not expedient. I would journal the ice cream as a snack, an approved snack. Yes, Amy is correct. It is better to do that than to have an unwanted holiday. Because overall, even though she had too many calories, she controlled insulin enough that by tomorrow, she can get back in EFB. Does that make sense? Kim, I learned that my breakfast of a snack approved wrap, egg white and turkey sausage links are fewer than 182 calories than my approved bread and peanut butter sandwich at 300 calories for lunch. I don't think I had a full 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, but I didn't measure. Not sure I understand, but if I had a 182 calorie wrap, I still would call that a meal episode because it's got plenty of protein in it. A snack basically doesn't have enough protein in it that we can only live off snacks. The snacks that we approve of control insulin, but may not have enough protein to preserve muscle. But that turkey wrap, even though it was the egg white wrap that you had, even though it was less than 200 calories, it still would have enough protein that I would probably count it as a meal. Tanya, what if you get up for work at 3 a.m.? I pretty much get up at 4:30. So what if you get up for work at 3 a.m. and go to bed at 7:30? I get up about 4:30 and I've been going to bed at 9:30. So similar. Is that weird? That's not weird. To me, it's simple, but I understand it isn't to everybody. So let me show you. Don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. Don't overthink it, everyone. Okay? So we get up at 3:30 a.m. We go to bed at 7:30 p.m. Oops, that's terrible. $7:30 a.m., 3:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. All right. So you get up. How many eating episodes do you get? I'll try to get to it, Amy. Bear with me, one thing at a time. Sorry, I'm sorry I missed hers, and hers preceded this one. How many eating episodes do I get? 3. So somewhere between here And here, I just got to get my 3 eating episodes. Whenever I want them, whenever I'm hungry, there's no need to complicate it, right? If I stop eating at 7, if I have stopped eating at whatever time I stop eating, when I get up at 3:30, between this time and this time, I get 3 eating episodes. So, am I missing something there? Just I may be missing something. What happens is we're not eating traditional times like other people. Lunch is not lunch for us. It's at a different time. Breakfast is not breakfast for us. It's at a different time. But we still get to eat up to 3 eating episodes for fast fat loss. So when you get up at 3:30, you may not feel like eating. So maybe you eat at 7 a.m. I'm not sure what your day looks like. But whenever you can get a break, we start an eating episode. Then we wait a few hours, and then we can have another one. Wait a few hours, we can have another one, up to 3 eating episodes a day, and then we're into bed by 7:30. 3:30 a.m., we get up, and we start this process again. It's the same principle. It's just that our times for eating are a little different than people who have a traditional get up at 6 a.m. schedule. Nothing really needs to change. In fact, you should, at those times, you should be healthier over the long haul than most people because you're not eating after sunset. Those people that go to bed at 11 p.m. and 12 a.m., they're going to struggle more because they're eating when metabolism has, because of circadian rhythm went down. So actually, that's an advantage. What about cramps? If you're having cramps, it's usually due to an electrolyte imbalance. I suggest pickle juice as a budget-friendly way to do it. I suggest Advocare Rehydrate as even a better electrolyte alternative. 1 serving, 1 extra, called Advocare Rehydrate, should help with those cramps. I would also, if the cramps continue, take our letter that's at the bottom of the website, says letter to your doctor. Take that letter to your doctor and ask the doctor what you should do for cramps, assuming they're okay with our program. If they're not okay with our program, what they're saying is, I'm not okay with you combining foods that grow from the ground and foods that roam the earth. If I miss something, there's a lot in here. I'm not trying to neglect anybody. Just copy and paste again. Tanya, eating 3 eating episodes and 1 snack during that time. Have been eating at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., and a snack at 10 a.m. Now, Tanya, I don't know your situation. If you've got a lot of weight to lose, you'll probably lose 1 to 2 pounds a week doing that. When you get closer to your goal, you won't be able to lose weight with 4 eating episodes. So at some point, start exercising yourself and start trying to adjust as you go and get to a place where you're having up to 3 eating episodes a day, and you'll do a lot better. How do I count Spark? I drink 2 a day and I love it. I love it too. I drink 1 to 3 a day. I count it as an approved beverage. You could call it an extra. Some things can be called several different things. If I see or a mentor sees Spark in your journal, we know that that's a beverage. So approved beverage or an extra. Body Armor alkaline water with electrolytes is a great one. That'll work. Oh, I forgot Tanya. Tanya wants a nice approved dinner with a glass of red wine. Let's take a look at that. Can we have sweet wine? Can we have table wine or sweet wine on Shibboleth? When could we have table wine or sweet wine on Shibboleth? I can't trick y'all no more. Y'all been coming to class too much. I love it. It's a holiday. Holidays are allowed. So she's asking how to have a perfect day. So here's how that would look like if I wanted some wine. Wine is going to be an eating episode. So if I want fast fat loss, then what I've got to do is skip breakfast. Maybe at 12 o'clock, I have a turkey wrap or a Wendy's chili, something small, something light. And then for dinner at 6 p.m., I'm going to have, let's say I have steak and broccoli. That's a 4 plus 2. So I've had eating episode 1, eating episode 2. Can I have up to 2 glasses of Merlot? Can I have up to 2 glasses of Merlot as a snack? Can I have a snack anytime during the day as long as it's only one approved snack? Yes. So I manipulate my system, steak and broccoli, 2 glasses of Merlot. Nothing else for the day. That's called fast fat loss. And up to 2 servings of Merlot does not do the body harm. It might even do the body good. When we go past that, not a good thing. Make sense, everybody? Now, if earlier in the day, same as we talked to Janet, if she had a 3rd eating episode up there, and then she has the 2 Merlot too, she's had 3 meal episodes or 3 eating episodes and an approved snack. That means slow fat loss or no fat loss, but she can get back in EFB the next day. Does that help? Kim says, but would it be better to do grilled chicken and broccoli with the wine? Good question. If she does grilled chicken and broccoli with the wine, that's a 1 plus 2 plus 5 if she's eating at home. So that's even better. That's only 1 meal episode. But if her chicken is cooked in olive oil, she can't do that, can she? She'd have to call it a snack, because then it's like steak and broccoli. Any questions regarding what we just discussed before we move to Janet's next question? Janet's asking, can I share some way to lose holiday weight faster? So all you've done is pull in water and glycogen unless you significantly ate in a calorie surplus. You gain a little bit of fat. That 5-6 pounds you put on after a holiday is mostly water and sugar. Get right back on the program. So things that you can do. Number 1, you can do a wow challenge. Those will help. Number 2, better probably, red column, 2 meals, 2 eating episodes only, and 10,000 plus steps. Either one of those is going to get that holiday weight off in less than 2 days. That's it. That walking gets rid and burns up all that sugar that you stored, and when you burn up the sugar, it releases the water and it evaporates. Make sense? Perfect. So Tanya asked, so the wine is the category 5 and Pinot Noir is one I can have. Pinot Noir is allowed? 2 5-ounce servings equal 1 snack, or 1 serving equals a category 5. You could probably get away with up to 2 servings as a category 5. Some things can be counted several ways, right? So you could do it as a category 5, grilled chicken or grilled fish with some broccoli, as long as the wrong oil or fat isn't cooked into it. So you could have 1 + 2 + 5, and that's just 1 eating episode. Whereas if you have a 4 and a 2 and 2 glasses of wine, now we've had 2 eating episodes. Does that make sense, everyone? And 2 eating episodes is not as good as 1 eating episode. I've built all the math into the system. Did that make sense? Or do you need more clarification? How do I cut my wine to stretch it out more? I pour Ocean Spray Diet in it. Just a tad of Ocean Spray Diet. And I have also been at home. I drink only Dry Farm wines now. Dry Farm wines, and they're all, there are no sweet wines. And what I do with Dry Farm wines is I'll even use just a little bit, like a third of a package sachet of spark fruit punch or spark strawberry, and that makes it taste like sweet table wine. But you can also use just a little bit to your taste, a little bit of Ocean Spray Diet to cut it, and then you can have more. Dry Farm wines is a curation of wines over in Europe. Dry Farm wines, they very special wines in that they're non-irrigated crop. They only survive, the wines only survive, they only give a harvest if they get natural rainfall, which makes them build up a much more robust immune system. And then when we consume Dry Farm, dry wines that come from non-irrigated farms, most of these are family farms in Europe. It helps us build our own personal immune system because we are now absorbing that strong immune system from these very strong crops. If you irrigated farms, they don't build up as strong an immune system as a non-irrigated crop. Does that make sense, everybody? Thanks, Kim, for bringing that out. It makes for a good lesson. Yeah, you can order online. You can get a percentage off with my link. They're the only wines I drink unless I have friends to the house, and then I'll, if we go out and eat, I might have a Pinot Grigio or something. But yeah, if you send me an email, I can send you my link and you get it like a discount as opposed to paying full price. TravisJack777@gmail.com, Dry Farm wines. Now, they're a little pricier. They're not something you sit around and get drunk off of because they're pricey, but they're worth it. You can tell the quality, and they're called hangover-proof wines. They're that good for you. I've never experienced a hangover from drinking Dry Farm wines. There's no junk in them at all. They're beautiful. It's what Sasha and I use for our communions with the Lord too. Dry Farm wines, love them. Anybody else? Can I please talk about ACV and my recommendation of that for fat burning? I don't really like to suggest that as a fat burner. Supplements in general offer a marginal effect. No supplement, no exercise routine can overcome bad dietary habits. With good dietary habits, supplements can give us an edge or an advantage, but are never mandatory. I consume Ocean Spray Diet before a holiday meal and then a couple of times each day to help me control insulin. The more I control insulin on perfect days and holidays, the more fat loss I'm going to experience. So that is the main reason to consume a serving of Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother, the good bacteria that's in there. It also helps replenish your good bacteria in your gut. Those are the main reasons for it. I also use it on days I'm not having a wine, an alcoholic beverage. I also use it to replace as a void replacement for any wine or alcoholic beverage, where I will mix it with Ocean Spray Diet in a wine glass, and it gives you that twang. A lot of times people think I'm having a social drink with them at home, and I'm having Ocean Spray Diet and apple cider vinegar. Ocean Spray Diet and ACV before a holiday is going to help. The best thing to do before a holiday is AdvoCare. I call it my Cheaters Relief stack. I take Fibotrim and Carb Plus before holiday meals, and that's going to get us back into EFB faster. But in a pinch, I'll use Ocean's apple cider vinegar. AdvoCare has two products that I personally call Cheaters Relief. They don't call it that, I do. And it's Fibotrim supplement, Fibotrim, and Carb Plus. Fibotrim binds to the fat that you consume. Carb slows down blood sugar elevation. So you're still having a holiday, but you're able to get back into fat burning quicker. Carb Plus and Fibotrim. Thank you, Amy. I keep that in my survival kit. So if we're going out and I'm having a holiday on date night, I'm taking those supplements. Can I briefly talk about sucralose versus monk fruit as a sweetener? Monk fruit's going to be better on the gut than sucralose. Monk fruit is an antiviral, antibacterial. Too much monk fruit can cause gastrointestinal distress, otherwise known as farting and sharding. So you want to be careful. There's no other way to say that. You want to be careful not to overconsume sugar alcohols like monk fruit. Sucralose is one molecule away from being real sugar, but most people, 99.99% of the population, do not get a blood sugar rise from consuming sucralose. And to me, it's vilified by the sugar industry, and people buy into a false narrative that real sugar is better for you than sucralose. That is idiotic. That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. What is the worst thing for human health? Obesity, sugar, starch, and trans fats, not sucralose. Marginal amounts of sucralose are not going to affect most people's gut health. Now, if you consume vast quantities of sucralose or aspartame, that's going to mess your gut health up. If you're going to do it anyway, then you need to be taking some good pre and probiotics. That's my take on that. How is it recommended in taking each of those supplements that I mentioned? Carb Plus and Fibotrim should be taken 15 to 30 minutes before your holiday meal with a glass of water. Have to be preemptive with it. You need it to start absorbing and breaking down before you eat your carbs or fruit or fats. It depends. I haven't looked at the label in so long. All I can do is tell you what I do, but what's right for me may not be right for you. I take 2 to 3 Carb Plus and 4 to 5 Fibotrims. That's what works for me. Now, it may say on the label to do less than that. You need to follow the directions or talk to your physician. I'm just telling you what I do. I take 2 to 3 Carb Plus, depending on the size of the holiday meal, and 4 to 5 Fibotrim. What is the difference between Metabolic Nutrition System Delta and Metabolic Nutrition System Omni? Delta is better for weight loss. Omni is better for wellness. Both promote weight loss. Both promote wellness. MNS Delta a little better for energy and appetite control. MNS Omni a little better for wellness. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Always check with your doctor before beginning any supplement regimen. Those are what I take. May not be right for you. I take Delta for energy, Delta for appetite control. When I'm at goal, I take Omni. I feel like Omni is a superior product when you're in maintenance. Can Fibotrim be taken with these? It should not be taken around taking your vitamin pack that's in MNS. Your vitamin pack with MNS, pack number 2, has fish oil in it. Fibotrim will bind to the fish oil and you'll be wasting your fish oil capsule. You should not take Fibotrim at any time close to around pack 2 of MNS. You're welcome. I am a walking encyclopedia, aren't I? It's because I live this every single day and have for 20 years. And you will be talking it too if you live it. Anyone else before we go today? Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Joni. www.blowtorchfat.com to get MNS, Fibotrim, or Carbees. Or Spark. And it does help our ministry. But that's not why I sell it. I sell it because I take it and people ask me for it, and I might as well keep the lights on with it. But I didn't get into it. I got into AdvoCare supplementation way before I started teaching nutrition and wellness. I was one of the very first people aligned with the company when Charlie Regis was the owner and founder. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate you too. Is there a place where you have all the supplements that you take listed? Obviously, I cannot take in one day all the supplements I believe in, and it depends on what my situation and goals are. Right now, I take probiotics, extra probiotics. I take Metabolic Nutrition System Delta. What else am I taking? Bee pollen, seed probiotics, Happy Juice, extra vitamin D3, Quadricorn, quite a few things. But it all depends on my situation and goals. And you can list your own supplements in the journal. Do y'all know how to do that? You can list your own supplements in the supplement section of the journal. And then that way you got them there and you just check them off that you took them every day. Very important if you're doing everything right and you want an edge and an advantage. The more energy we produce in the body during calorie deficit, the more fat we're going to lose. Terry, if I sub venison for beef, how will it affect recipes? It won't. If you've added fat to the venison, you've got to treat it like a category 4. So a recipe that has category 3 and 5 in it, you wouldn't be able to add the venison. If you don't add extra fat at the butcher to your venison, then you can replace a category 1 meat in a recipe with venison. Does that make sense? What brand of probiotics? I take the probiotics that come with the AdvoCare MNS, but I don't feel that's enough for me and my situation. So I take seed.com. I believe they're the best on the market. Seed.com. I do not sell them. Anyone else? Yeah, you can log them like you log meals. Let me make sure my developer hadn't changed that lately. There's been a lot of changes on the website. We got a whole new website version coming, so there's updates, and I'm not sure. When you go to journal, new, go to the new one, and then water and supplements. And right here, you can add your supplements. You can add, I'm in somebody else's journal. So I'm in some lady's journal, sorry, checking a journal yesterday. But anyway, you've got your water, your supplements, and you can add supplements. So how I add a supplement, so if I'm taking metabolic nutrition system and I add, now it's going to show up under supplementation. Was supposed to. Let me try again. Yeah, there it is. It's not showing up. They're doing some work on there, so bear with us on that. But you will be able to just check it off like this one, like I'm checking that one or that one. I had heard there was a problem with this section of the journal while he's making updates. But you can also just list it out. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. We'll do it again tomorrow, Lord willing. Please don't forget Shibboleth. If you're a free community member, you'd like to get all access and be a lifetime member, it's only $49. It helps us keep our great support team on payroll. It gives us a way to help more people. We need you. We love you. $49, pay once, never pay again. The only way we can sustain our mission is if the people of God help us do so, at least in the form that we're in now. And we need you. If you're already a lifetime member and God leads you to, we'd love for you to consider becoming a partner. You can become a partner for as little as $5 a month. And that helps us do what we do at the levels that we do it. And we love our partners. Can't do it without you. You're really partnering with an authentic mission that means to help God's people and all people, but particularly God's people that are suffering. Amen, Patricia. Amen. Where can we support monthly? Honored to have you as a supporter. If you don't mind praying about it, considering it, and you can go to the following, helpshibboleth.com, and become a valuable partner of this ministry. Thank you, Joni. All right. All hearts and minds clear. Let us know if we can help you. Joni, the whole team, we're here to help. Email us at info@myshibboleth.com if you're needing help, needing a one-on-one, needing meal planning, whatever it is. We leave no stone unturned. God bless y'all.